Random, okay. Alright, so I don't really do these that much, but why the fuck not? Let's... Because usually they're hard to get a grass fight. There's hundreds and hundreds of combinations. That's why sometimes when a patch comes out, even Riot misses something, because there's so many combinations that might not get seen. Anyway, let's look it over. Blah, blah. Yeah, usually they have a huge patch before the playoffs, and then sometimes they have a patch after playoffs. So, let's see. Anti-snowball, yeah, that's what happened at the start of the season. Okay. Bounty rewards, early kills, 75%, scale up to 100. First blown votes are unaffected by early kill reward limitations. Okay. Oh, so it takes one more now to get to fill it up. I'm assuming that's it. 5 codes, yeah. I was wondering about that. Okay. So yeah, the reason they originally had the change from 100% because in competitive play, if a couple people died level 1 and you only got, I'm just muting that crap, and you didn't get any kills for it, that is like, I think the enemy would be up like 25% gold or something if they get 700 gold and they start with 2400. Yeah, about a quarter gold up on the enemy, and that is a huge advantage because if they go back and buy, they get an extra, or they get like boots, pots, or something, or in some cases a Doran. So yeah, in some cases a Doran. So it was like GG from there because the 2 lanes that were effective to get shit on. And that's why they did that change. I actually agreed with it because having a competitive game being decided in the first 2 minutes is pretty sad because it's not fun to watch 2 lanes automatically get shit on because they're facing a champion who has double their items because everyone starts at 475. So it's more of a competitive change. I also don't like it in solo queue when your team is like AFK playing Hearthstone and the enemy 5 stacks of brush, your guy face checks, and then they die, and then whoever gets the kill is like God. But I'm assuming they want more people to invade. Meh, whatever. Let's see first blood. I have no idea. Yeah. So if you get a hit, it's not as punishing. Yeah, okay, I see what they mean. So it's like it's more they're trying to make it more snowbally, not like not where it's like where 1 kill decides the game. Okay, I see. So it's the spree. Okay, I actually agree. This one's fine. Like it was sort of weird being at max bounty after 4 kills. I believe it used to be much more. Turrets. I'm gonna have to get used to that then. I want to see how that works. I'll have to see in game. I can't really comment on how they select slightly faster. Like slightly faster is like relative is like, oh, okay, slightly faster. Oh, I'm slapping you slightly faster, but probably means dives are gonna have to be reevaluated. 30%. Finish warming up after 2 hits. Okay, I see. So yeah, dives might be a lot harder, especially if I don't know. This might be important, like this one line, because if you're trying to trade aggro, it's very important that you know how it's done correctly, or if you're getting out of range just in time before the next hit. So I'm actually curious. This change is the most curious one. Obviously, tower diving's weaker because you get 2 hits, starts doing max damage, but this one's the interesting one. I actually want to see what that entails. Lane minions now grant at 400 range. Man, the only problem is jungle has a chance to leech it if they're at race. Thanks for subbing CMK. So a long time ago, jungle monsters used to have a AOE of, I don't know, maybe 1250 or something. Problem was, stupid mid laners would sit beside your race on purpose when you do it, and then they'd stop you from getting level 3. It was so dumb that's why monsters have lower EXP ranges now, because that was dumb. Like when I play jungle and I have to like ping my mid lane to avoid standing near that Wraith brush, or else it just steal my EXP and I'll be like, this game sucks. But I don't know what this change really entails, huh? Because I can leech from jungle now from Wraiths. So I'm like, yeah, I just like standing at the corner of Wraiths when I do it. You know, sorry, bruh. But I'm not sure what's up with that change. Blah blah. They didn't. Yeah, there's no explanation above it, so I have no idea. Braum. I actually think Braum was in a better place. I don't know how he is in lower brackets, but it's because he gets harassed a lot. But debuff time the proc stun, so they want you to stun them more. Okay, I see. It's not. It's like a buff and a nerf. I see what they mean. Okay, so people can stun more. Okay. Though it's sort of hard to get 2 stuns in a fight. Like, how often does that ever happen? Like, you have to hit them several times, and then it finally gets to stun. Then the cooldown goes down, and if they get hit again in the next, and then they get hit 4 more times, then yeah, I don't know if that changes really, but it's probably a nerf, obviously, because of the damage. Because how many stuns are you going to get in the single dual bottom? Blah blah, jump over wall, I don't care about bug fixes unless I notice them a lot. Jax is solo Q stomp, right? He used to have, I think he had one of the highest HPs at the end of the game. So, like if you just look up a list of champions with their HP, I know Gangplank has one of the highest base HPs. I think he might have the highest, but his HP per level is actually really bad. Does Caitlyn get new splash shot? I think she did. Let me look at Jax. But one problem with Jax is he did everything. He was his tank. In solo queue, he did everything because no one ever. It's like the Ziggs problem. Solo queue, like before they nerf Ziggs a few times, the game will usually get the late game because people throw really hard, and you'll get fed. What am I looking at? Jaxie. Cool stat to look at is the max HP of all the champions level 18. Nunu used to be the highest by far. Let's see, Jax level 1 was actually one of the highest. Okay, wait. This is a really fun thing to look at, value at level 1. So I do not believe this is a nerf accounted for. So you actually had the highest, second highest at level 2. No one plays Gangplank, so yeah, effectively was the highest. Value at 18, third. So you see the entire game, Jax is amongst the top 2, if not first. I'm pretty sure he's first in HP for most of the game until Sign and Star would take him. But it's an interesting stat because, yeah, he's strong offensively and he gains an insane amount of HP per level. Let's see. It's an interesting stat. Like, there's stuff like armor too. We can look at his armor. Let's see why they did that. I want to see why they did that. But yeah, obviously Jax is really tanky. So it's really fun to look at stats like this, I find. Yeah, they haven't updated it, thank God. So I can quickly do this. Before they update it, don't update it now. Base. This is fun. Someone, I believe, has the worst, or no, the worst effective HP, or combined armor plus HP. I believe she has less HP than a minion level 1 as an effective HP against physical attacks. So this is ignored in runes and masteries. There was a topic on it like over 2 years ago. I don't know if she was changed since then. Alright, Maokai is the highest. Poppy, where's Mr. Jax? There's Mr. Jax. I mean, like, consider as 120 whatever champions. Being top 30 and top 4 in HP is pretty good. Who's the highest level 1? Yeah, Jax being this high in like every category is, I don't know, pretty troubling. Garen was pretty high in the HP category, but oh no, he doesn't get much per level. I see he gets 2.7. Yeah, so Garen is not near the top anymore, is he? Yeah, Garen's actually near the bottom, isn't he? Yeah, Garen's near the bottom because his passive, I think it was a compensate for his passive. Certain melees have surprising low armors. Trundle, I'm not sure. Like, I guess it's a compensate for his ult, but damn, that sucks having that low armor because having better base stats, like it's like 300 gold advantage Maokai has over, say, Trundle, like not counting any spells in terms of just stats. So Jax had a huge lead on a lot of champions just by raw stats. Okay, enough about that. Blah blah. So that's why they did it. So he was second highest in HP, and then a level 1, and then top 3 for the rest of the game. Arm was pretty high. Requiem. Blah blah. Kill. Meh. Kills. Chaos. This is probably the biggest nerf. Yeah, this is huge because you have to think about it proportionally to what it was. So 60%. So if you increase it by 20%, that's an increase of 33%. That's pretty big. That's a huge nerf. Like huge. Like let's say I have a spell that has like a 2-second cooldown, and then you nerf it, so it's 3-second cooldown. That's 50% increase in cooldown. That's actually a massive nerf. That would be considered massive. Like yeah, it's 1 second, but 1 second on a 2-second spell is everything. So pretty big nerf there. That's how you should usually go about nerfs. So don't look at the raw number. Look at percent-wise, like how much did it increase by. Because if you were to increase Eve's Q cooldown by 1 second, that is a massive nerf. That would be a massive. Like, they wouldn't do it. If they did, Ride did that, Eve would be like crushed unless they like buffed him. Okay. Great change on Lucian. Okay. Still strong. Okay. Good job. Good job, Ride. You did it. Let's see. Alright, so obviously nerf there, slight buff, overall nerf on this. This is a change I really wanted. Not like this was annoying. Like, so you notice Maokai would have like a point something second to wind up before an advanced enemy, and the problem was the enemy would start moving when they see Maokai do that, and then you'd be dragged really far away. So that was one problem. That was fine. I actually love this change because the problem with Maokai is a single target damage off of like this is AoE, this is AoE, this is AoE. This was the only ability, like, that was something I always wanted was percent damage because the monsters, after Season 2, in Season 3 and 4, the monster HP increased, so AoE damage to jungle was really bad unless it was sustained, but Maokai's only spammable spell was his Q, and it didn't do much single target damage. But this is a pretty massive. I wonder if mid lane AP Maokai would be really good. This is actually a massive spell in terms of damage. Like, what's extra sub Sirloin Weldon? I'm trying to calculate this into my mind. My mind is being very slow. Is it every 100 gives you 4%? Every 100 AP? I believe every 100 AP gives you 4%. Is that true? Yes, I believe it is true. Yeah. So, would AP Maokai work? That'd actually be a massive nuke. That would be a DFG Maokai. The problem with it is it could be lane Maokai, because there might be that's why they're sort of worried about buffing Maokai too much, because if you buff something of jungler too much, the laners will just start playing it. That's interesting. The scaling on this is actually pretty high. Let's see, cooldown goes down, that's good too. Because back Maokai you didn't level it. Yeah, so this is a pretty massive nuke. This is it helps him in the jungle. You can actually twisted events to start a camp now, so that'll help his clear as well. But it is a pretty massive. Like, I don't really care about the nerf range. Like, yeah, it is pretty bad, but at the same time, when you're buffing the HP that much, you don't want the backline to be blown up. There's another reason for this, I'm pretty sure. We're gonna get to it soon. This damage is lowered, wasn't it? Yes. Damage lowered, yes. I still think the mana cost is too high. Still think that's too high. It's a spammable spell. Shouldn't be that high. Let's see. There's a slow on it now. This is a good change because certain spells, specifically this one is one of them. The sapling, like the enemy would get boots or level 2 boots, or they get Phantom Dancer. Now they outrun your stupid sapling, and your sapling just blow up in the air and not do any damage. So they're trying to make it more reliable throughout the game. There used to be a problem when Maokai came out, I believe. His saplings ran too fast, so it was impossible to get away from. But they toned it down and haven't changed it since. Annoying saplings, I see. Makes sense. Interesting change. The slow. Meh. I guess that's why they lowered the slow on this, because you have this one too. Like, say you root them, or you sapling toss, root them in place, and it explodes on them. They're slowed for a lot, and then you can additionally slow them. Okay, so I see why they did that nerf. Okay, that makes sense. They don't want someone to be perma-slowed. Anyway, blah blah. Oh yeah, the reason why they nerfed. Okay, this is the reason why they nerfed the range on this. Probably it's because this nuke now moves with Maokai. Is it? Wait, is it this one? There we go. There we go. So it's more reliable to hit. Before you'd cast it on your team, and then your team would soak up damage. Then you'd blow up on what? A tank. Like, why would the AD carry walk in your circle for no reason? Like, unless your team was running away and getting shit on. So, since the damage is much more reliable, they lowered the radius, and they probably lowered this, because it basically becomes a super nuke now. Like, you absorb damage and you W onto the enemy backline, and they're pretty screwed, because CDR Maokai would be pretty good. Yeah, tank Maokai would be pretty strong, yeah. Like, if you get a couple of these off in a fight, holy crap, that damage. And then you just have this fall on you. Wow, he's actually going to be strong if he gets out of early game, I feel. That is pretty strong. I'd probably still level Q first and W, yes. Maybe 1 point into this for the slow. I don't know if you do 2 points in this anymore. I don't think. Would I do 2 points in this? It does do 60 more damage, but it's really unreliable. Maybe I'd just do 1 point in this. We'll see. But yeah, blah blah. The initial cost is obviously really big. Oh well. So obviously overall a buff, even though that got nerfed, it's for good reason, because this follows Maokai now, so he has a ranged AoE nuke that follows him in addition to everything else. I don't like Nautilus, not a suck stick. Oh well. Strong under how long you can use Stern Blow, blah blah. Yeah, that was needed. The one thing I don't like about, like, people say Nautilus has so much CC. Most of his CC isn't reliable, and most of his CC sucks. Like, slows tend to suck, or his slow sucks because I believe his slows over time and doesn't get the full effect the entire time. This slows the full duration for that amount of time. That's why that slow is pretty good. But I'm pretty sure Nautilus is slow. Is over or gradually wears off. Does it? No, maybe I'm crazy. I know Volibear's doesn't. Volibear's. Let me look it up. Nautilus. Okay. Come on, Nautilus. Why do I hate you so much? The slow diminishes over time. Yes, so that's correct. Yeah, this is why I hate it. I hate slows like that. Because it makes aiming your spells a lot harder because the enemy is slowly moving faster. Oh well. Like, the reason why I don't like Nautilus is CC. Like, everyone's like, oh, he has 4 CCs. It's like, yeah, one is a melee auto attack, which is really hard to get off on later in the game. Because, like, early game, it's like 0.5 seconds. It's like not even noticeable early game. I think this is level 11. Yeah, level 11, it's 1 second. That's respectable, I guess. Like, your attack animation is as long as it's slow, basically. And then the anchor is like good to engage with, but mid fight it's like the cooldowns really high. Even if you, yeah, if you hit a unit, it doesn't get reduced. So it's like, damn. If you hit a tank, well, it sucks to be Nautilus because now you're stuck with a dead weight skill for the rest of the fight until like 10 or 18 seconds later. You don't level it past 1, obviously. Yeah, so that CC is unreliable. This is a good skill, really good skill. This CC sort of sucks. This is obviously the god CC of Nautilus. Like, the stun duration goes up per level. But at level 6, it's not even that. It's like, oh, it's average. Like, level 16, it's like, that's the god stun. Oh well. So, this is fine. Whatever, it's a buff. But I don't think Nautilus is going to be like god. He still has problems early game. I don't know much about Nil. I'm just going to skip this. The spear was really small. I noticed that. The spear was like hella hard to hit. I'm assuming this is a huge buff. Like, it buffs it by the AoE of it by a third. That's fine. Blah, blah. These are buffs, I'm assuming. Did she really need buffs? Because you notice they didn't do buffs to Gragas. People eventually learned that he's actually not that bad top. Oh well. I'm actually curious to why they buffed her so fast. Because Gragas' win rate was really low, but because people were building him like AP mid, and I didn't agree with that. Like, I tried jungle Gragas once, or after the rework, and it didn't work out. And I knew he basically had to be built sort of tanky, or else his damage is sort of meh. Like, or else he'd cap out mid game. That's why I don't like AP Gragas. It doesn't really do much later. Powered, fuck Rengar. We'll ignore that champion. Yeah, so they have to nerf Skarner somewhere, I guess. Like, his like, you noticed last game, I just played last game, I built full tank and I was doing decent amount of damage. It's just his skill set. Like, in Season 3, this is a problem. A lot of champions did damage by building tank, which I guess goes against the design because tank should not be out DPS in a lot of, or some that were to go damage them. Obviously, they wouldn't out damage them, but they'd do more effective damage because they'd last like 5 times longer. They maybe do half the damage of a person that built damage items, but they'd last 5 times longer, so they do more damage overall. So I'm assuming this is why they're trying to do that. Vlad can use flash after he's entered his sanguine pool or ghost or heal or Zonya's hourglass. Ooh, golden puddle of piss. That's gonna be awesome, actually. So we're gonna see one day of this, and then no one's ever gonna play Vlad again. They'll be like, this is so dumb. Why did I hourglass and pool? 50 cents, 2 stacks. Okay, that's pretty big nerf. I don't play mid lane, but I understand. Yeah, I see. Oh yeah, there were Zac buffs. Zac was one of the troublemakers of Season 3. Yeah, the guys who built tank and did damage, that was Zac. That was Zac. Zac top lane, Zac jungle, it doesn't matter. Zac was one of those prime offenders. So it reduces cooldown. Cooldown goes up. Whenever he hits a jungle monster, he can walk through the monster to pick up chunklets. Okay, that's a word. So It's obviously a pretty good damage buff because if you Q and you E, and then even if you alt, you basically can do a free W with all the chunklets you pick up. Let's see. Oh no, 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 Ziggs, man. That's a what is 30 of 180? Is that? It's like 17, 15%? That sucks. Poor Ziggs. No, Ziggs, poor Ziggs. At least you can bounce over stuff better, I guess. But I don't. That sucks. I don't like that change. Fuck you. You guys just hate Ziggs. I'm big in. Thought it was Viagra. Let's see. 27.3 team was each. I'm not sure what that means. It's 50 units all around to 65. So that'd be slightly more than 20%. Okay. Right? Yeah, so it'd be like 24, 23. Shyvana's hitbox, what the hell? I see. That's obviously a nerf because, yeah, hitbox. Oh yeah, Caitlyn looks, doesn't have that silly hat, or does she? Her hat's so silly. Urgot. They try to make Urgot look badass because I bet there's like a complaint in the forum like a few years ago when they made Urgot. It's like, your champions are unrealistic. They're all pretty and shit. It's like, fuck it, we'll give you Urgot. Are you happy now? And then Urgot became the least played because he's so ugly that no one really wants to play him. And yeah, so he's pretty on the inside, guys. Why don't you play him more? Let's see. Oh, here you go. This is the big stuff. I was actually wondering about this. Shit, I have to test this. I believe someone theory crafted that this is actually better than what it used to be. Like, because 5 reduction against camps like Wraiths and Wolves basically is a lot. Like, that's huge. So I'm actually going to have to test it. I haven't tried it. But I'm pretty sure most champions will benefit from this. Pretty sure. Because 5 damage reduction is a lot. When you're getting hit, like maybe in a jungle route you get hit like 60 or something times. I don't know. Collectively by the entire camp, that adds up. That's 6,300, yeah. So that's a lot of HP saved. So yeah, the cost goes up. You get 4, but I believe I might be underestimating this. I'll have to see. I haven't tested myself. I'm not sure how this works. Though this is an interesting change. Like, does the damage go into my spells if I hit? So if I'm Lee Sin, am I gonna get much stronger against monsters? This is a big test. I'm gonna have to figure it out. Lee Sin may have gotten a huge buff he shouldn't have gotten. We'll see. Because we'll see. Anyone with high AD ratios got a buff from this. Anyone that used spells obviously got a nerf because is it Butcher the one? Butcher is no longer there. Let's see. This is interesting because you might not have to go flat armor like a tool for seals. We'll see. I'm actually gonna have to see. Fizz takes almost no damage. Fizz and Amumu aren't going to take much damage from the small guys, if ever.
The same.
I mean, it's for your physical attack only, but why don't they just say 10 more damage on your basic attack? Thank you for subbing, Cakeman Jake. I don't know, I'll have to test this out. I'm not sure what they mean. Like, they specifically put attack damage instead of basic attack or something. So, I'm actually curious. So, it must be on all your spells. I'm actually curious. Very curious about that. Because the wording of it means you get 10 AD when you're hitting monsters, which means your spells. Like, it doesn't say basic attack, so I'm assuming it must be on spells. Oh well, I'm not in queue yet, or else we'd be done with this. Machete. I heard that the sustain on this isn't actually that good. There's someone theory crafted that the sustain on this is worse than the current Spirit Stone. Though they ignored this for some reason, which could be pretty big. I'm going to have to test it out. I can't do it in my mind right now. Because there's a lot of champions. So, someone said this is a nerf, but they did not account for the Barb's passive, for where they lose 5% of max HP. I want to see that. I haven't tried it. This is a huge buff, though. The cost efficiency of just having a free ward on an item that's 700 gold. Holy crap. That puts the efficiency through the roof. Like a ward. 3-minute ward. Wow. Just like that. Holy crap. So, I'm assuming it's to combat duelists, because having a free ward and seeing where they are, you can avoid them much easier. You spend less money on wards, because obviously, like if you go to, like, if you're a champion that goes aside them, like, you're still gonna get shit on by duelists. Like, Lee Sin's still gonna shit on you. Lee Sin's still gonna run over you. But I'm assuming they're doing this to give you a defense to avoid them, because nothing's like tank junglers will still get shit on early by whatever the duelist jungle, because this item is not exactly an early game item. You don't start the game with 2k gold and it's like, oh, I got 2k gold, level 1 guys, I can tank Lee Sin now. No, it doesn't work like that. So I'm gonna have to see that. Blah blah. So obviously it sustains weaker, but I'm actually curious about how fast this makes it. Stealth ward OP. It sort of sucks that this is gone. So this, I don't believe Elise would go this time. Would Elise want to go this time? I don't know. Like, it has to give bonus HP, but it sort of sucks that Tenacity got nerfed again. I really want more items to have Tenacity, because there are now 2. One is Zephyr, which very few champions go, and no one in the jungle would ever get it, because it's so hard to get for a jungler. And then that basically means you have to do Merc Treads, and you can never get Ninja Tabis. So expect to see a lot less Ninja Tabis from jungles. Like, you need Tenacity somewhere. Tenacity is a huge defensive stat, because if you're not moving, you're going to take more damage because they're going to be hitting you. But if you're moving, you can dodge skill shots, so the amount cannot be understated. Yeah, so expect to see a huge increase in Merc Treads from junglers now. Because, I don't know, we had it good with Ancient Golem. In Season 3, everyone went Ninja Tabi Ancient Golem. Because, yeah, the efficiency. Okay, unchanged. Changed, obviously, to make up for the bonus HP. So you get 250 if you have 0 bonus HP. I see, 250, okay. So it takes a giant spell gives you 380-ish. I hate how it's like, or does it give 400? Whatever. After a giant spell, this item will give the same amount of HP. So let's see. Okay. Blah blah blah. This got bad. Whatever. Blah blah. Cost remains the same. I see. Reaver suck dick. That's why they're buffing it. Oh yeah. I thought this was already in the game. Oh yeah, bots. We don't really care. People who care. Public chat rooms have been disabled. But no! The scams in! Where will I go with the scams? Yeah, so obviously, it's hard to moderate them every single day. Like, Hazmat Heimer, why does he get a skin? He has so many skins! That has a loss. God damn it! God damn it. At least we get Duncan Darius soon. Okay, well, we're done. Giant Spot used to give 4 HP a long time ago, so it's like 360 or 380, I forgot. Public chat rooms. Why don't we check out a public chat room right now? Well, there you go, those are the patch notes. There you go. There's your goddamn chat room. So, alright, let's play some League. Alright, let's patch notes.